Good evening, inductees, members, parents, and honored guests. I am delighted to welcome you to the Officer Installation, Senior Celebration, and New Member Induction Ceremony of the Royal Oak Chapter of the National English Honor Society. My name is Kelsey Bierling, and I am honored to serve as both the English Department Chair and as the NEHS Moderator. In considering what unites us tonight, I am reminded of the words of the poet Mary Oliver. She said, "Instructions for living a life. Pay attention, be astonished, tell about it." Language works in much the same way. A single phrase, a single sentence can open words of thought, feeling, and imagination. As members of the National English Honor Society, each of you appreciates the extraordinary potential of words. You have dedicated yourselves to the study of literature, the craft of writing, and the art of self-expression. Membership in this society is about far more than academic achievement. It is a pledge to uphold the values of integrity, empathy, and thoughtful leadership. As author Neil Gaiman reminds us, the one thing that you have that nobody else has is you. Your voice, your mind, your story, your vision. Use it wisely, courageously, and generously. Take the insights, discoveries, and passions you have nurtured here at Arbor Darby and share them, enriching others' lives through curiosity, creativity, and care. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to our new officers, our graduating seniors, and our incoming inductees. Please welcome Taylor Williams to the podium for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The NEHS motto, "Ya last shall mid-air," is Old English for duty goes with honor. The motto represents one of the earliest forms of our language. It affirms and celebrates an obligation to use one's gift in service to others. Service to peers, school, and community are part and parcel to the NEHS mission, and indeed in grammatical structure of Old English phrase, duty actually preceded honor.
Tonight, each member will be formally installed as a member in chapter and receive outward symbols of their membership in this fellowship. The certificate of these young scholars is to receive as an outward symbol of their membership in the fellowship. Their pin is an outward symbol of membership, not just for today, but for years to come, displaying the society's emblem. The white carnation, given to all inductees, has historically been a symbol of distinction and truth. Our seniors will receive their graduation cords. The royal and gold graduation cord marks the colors of our society. The royal blue has long been associated with creativity and inspiration, and the gold represents excellence and nobility of spirit. The qualities these items represent are the cornerstones of this fellowship. Let us welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Joseph Niagara, Assistant Principal for the Class of 2029 and proud UD alumni, Class of 2008.
Just so my sophomores aren't a little scared, I'm the Class of 2028 Assistant Principal. So good evening. I just want to thank the National English Honor Society and Mrs. Bierling for the opportunity to speak tonight. Looking around the room, I also want to thank the select few. Can any of you guys raise your hand if you did the community read? Any of you? Yeah, okay. So I want to thank you all for entertaining us, my daughter and I, on the last couple Wednesdays. So thank you. I definitely know I saw Sierra and I think Oyen on one of those days. I also want to extend a thank you to the parents, family, and members of the community who are in attendance to support the excellent students that we have before you. Many of you know me as an assistant principal here at the high school. For the last 4 years, I've been lucky to serve in this role. However, before becoming an administrator in the district, I happily served as an English teacher at the high school for 9 years. And there's a little bit of a difference there between being lucky and being happy. I also recently became a father, and I often think about how my children will perceive me. And to be honest, I kind of lament the fact that my children will only know me as a principal and not as a teacher of English, because simply I was just way cooler as a teacher than as a principal. Teaching is a calling, it's a vocation, and principaling, as it's commonly known, is mostly policy and an occasional hand cramp. But to be fair, it's incredibly rewarding. But it is nothing compared to talking to young people about books all day. So tonight, I would like to address you as the cool and definitely chill English teacher and not as your assistant principal. Now, you would expect your cool and definitely chill English teacher to talk to you all about his love of reading. You would expect me to extol the virtues of storytelling, maybe expound on literature as a means to formulate a better understanding of the human condition, maybe delineate how poetry reveals the heartbreak and beauty in our world, and expand on how the novel can shorten the distance between ourselves and others. I could identify maybe a single book that changed the trajectory of my life, say Willa Cather's My Antonia, or engendered a love of reading at a young age, which is the Boxcar Children for me. However, I think it's important to distinguish a love of literature from the study of literature. So studying English is a rigorous practice. It requires a lot of a student. For one, it takes a long time to read a text thoroughly. Not to mention the time to annotate, highlight, and then reread a text to assure your understanding. Secondly, the study of literature is an interpretive task. A student of English is required to build meaning, for reading isn't one way. When we read, we place ourselves in conversation with the text. When a student sits down to read, say, the Scarlet Letter, they bring with them a host of experiences that may shade how they view the pillory, the A emblazoned on Hester's chest, or even Pearl. Our interpretations are mutable. Many of you have probably realized that there are no easy answers, and oftentimes our analysis just leads to more questions, more text to unpack. The love of reading may get us to open a book, but the study of literature will help us understand it. As members of NEHS, I think that many of you understand this implicitly. I think all of you would agree that you worked hard towards this accomplishment, but I would urge you to think of the true reward of studying English, a keenly refined critical sense. The ability to think critically, coupled with your creativity, expression, and technical know-how, have honed you into students who you are today. These are skills that are not only transferable to the real world, but required for responsible citizenship. I, too, was an Upper Darby High School student, and I believe that my ability to think critically was fostered here in my English classrooms. I was lucky to have excellent teachers, including Mrs. Bierling, Mrs. Mackerline, Mrs. Vertaco, and Mr. Shea, and yes, they are in order of how good of a teacher they are. I hope that you continue to develop this critical sense, and as the world needs more people with the ability to determine right from wrong and truth from falsehood. I don't need to lecture you on the work that is yet to be done, and I'm sure Mrs. Bierling is saying to herself right now, more matter with less art. I'll leave you with a quote from Emerson's Self-Reliance, though. There's a time in every man's education when he arrives at the conviction that envy is ignorance, that he must take for himself, for better, for worse, as his portion, that though the wide universe is full of good, no kernel of nourishing corn can come to him but through his toil bestowed on that plot of ground which is given to him to till. As one of my AP students many years ago summarized after a very heated discussion about that single line, they just simply aptly said, I think you got to work for your corn. And that's exactly right. So good luck out there, and congratulations on this accomplishment. And if you ever want to talk books, I'm on the 3rd floor, and I would greatly appreciate the distraction. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Niagara. We will now recertify the Royal Oak chapter of the National English Honor Society. Welcome to the stage, UDHS Principal, Dr. Craig Parkinson.
On behalf of the National English Honor Society, I present this charter to the Royal Oak chapter of the National English Honor Society. You, your members, and those who will follow are charged to accept it in the words of your motto, duty goes with honor. This charter carries with it a commitment to the mission of the Society's founders to promote mastery of written expression encourage worthwhile reading, and foster fellowship among students who excel in English studies. You are further charged to share your gifts by serving society and fostering literacy. Yes. Members and officers answer, yes, we do. Again.
Yes, we do. On behalf of the members, we accept this charter from the National English Honor Society. We dedicate our chapter to the goals of the society and our fidelity to the legacy left to us by our founders.
May you find yourself, this chapter, and this school always responsive to the mission of the society to confer national distinction upon secondary school students for high achievement in English language and literature, to provide, through local chapters, cultural stimulation in secondary school environments, to encourage interest in the English language arts, to promote exemplary character and good fellowship, and to serve society by fostering literacy. Kandakar and Oyen light the main candle using the lighters.
We are now ready to install our new officers for the year. Each officer has important duties, and each is, in his or her own sphere, responsible for our chapter's success. Will Chapter President Kandakar Mahan please call this special session to order?
We are now ready to install our new officers. Each officer has important duties, and each is, in his or her own sphere, responsible for the chapter's success. We first give charge to the historian. Will Taylor Williams and MSc Taiba come forward? My fellow members, it will be your duty to keep a record of all events in which our esteemed group participates. You will keep and add to the permanent record any and all clippings, rosters, programs, correspondence, pictures, etc. of our group. In years to come, when members now on the scene have gone, these permanent records will become a testament to what we have done to advance the study of English. Are you ready to assume the duties of your office?
We are.
We shall now give the charge to the secretaries. Will Sierra Brown and Fatima Afrani please come forward? The secretary's duties are to keep an accurate record of all chapter meetings and, working with the vice president, to keep the membership record accurate and up to date. Working with our chapter advisor, you will be responsible for notifying members of meetings and keeping them informed of other chapter events. You will also be responsible for all communication between the chapter and the school, other chapters, and any other persons. Are you ready to assume the duties of your office?
We are.
We shall now give charge to the Vice President. It is the duty of the Vice President to prepare and instruct inductees for the induction ceremony, and to serve with the chapter advisor as program co-chair. Working with the treasurer, you are to maintain accurate membership records for the chapter. Are you ready to assume the duties of your office?
I am.
Let us welcome our new NEHS officers. This special meeting of the Royal Oak chapter of the National English Honor Society is called to order. Do we have any new business before us?
We have.
The chapter vice president is recognized.
Mr. President, I have the honor of bringing forth before you and the membership and our honored guests, candidates seeking membership in the Royal Oak chapter of the National English Honor Society.
You may present the candidates.
Candidates, upon careful examination of your academic accomplishments in the field of English, in recognition of what you have already done and in hopeful anticipation of what you will continue to do, we present you to this assembly, to our chapter advisors, and to our chapter officers.
Ms. Treasurer, have these candidates satisfied all of the requirements for membership?
Each has satisfied all chapter requirements for membership.
Madam Secretaries, are their membership's documents in order?
Each member has documents in order.
Candidates, having been presented by the Vice President, verified by the Treasurer and Secretaries, and approved by the general membership, you may now take upon yourselves the honors and obligations of membership in the Royal Oak Chapter of the National English Honor Society. Only persons of high scholarship in English are admitted to our fellowship. We join with others from across the country in celebration of all the fields of English and in acknowledging that a life in which literature and good writing are a significant part is a life worth living. To accept membership in the Royal Oak Chapter of the National English Honor Society, you must say your name as you sign the permanent roll of this chapter. It is the first part of your ongoing legacy to the officers and members who shall follow in years to come. Moses Afni,
Safwan Alam,
Ala Alamin,
Tashkira Alamina,
Kelly's Arrington Manick,
Alina Balabanyan,
Wale Bushab,
Lavea Dongdara,
Efrata Dubale,
Gabdu Duncan,
Maroa Elbarabia,
Ikram Elamari,
Samina Frey,
Natalie Galindo Ramirez,
Khadija Geese,
Albert Hogg,
Elena Islam,
Samir Kareem,
Warisa Khaled,
Emma Kramer,
Rahnuma Labiba,
Sam Lai,
Ifra Malik,
Emma McFadden,
Adil Mishal,
Sanai Newsom, Zanai Newsom.
Tina Nguyen,
Benita Rahman.
Samia Rahman,
Lamisa Sabah.
Safilin Salma,
Arish Shiab.
Zareen Shoshi,
Shabira Sushi.
Rashdania Shumaita,
Faith Taylor.
Samiha Udin,
Halen Zuniga.
I now declare you to be members in full standing in the Royal Oak chapter of the National English Honor Society. We welcome you into the fellowship of this chapter and to the larger fellowship of members throughout the country. Will everyone please join me in welcoming our new members and officers? You may now take your seat.
At this time, I would like to recognize the dedication and service of our current sophomores and juniors and seniors. Current members from last year, please stand up. Together, this group completed over 1,000 community service hours, demonstrating not only a commitment to scholarship, but also to making a meaningful difference in our school and local community. As Helen Keller once said, alone we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Your effort embodies the values of NEHS and set a powerful example for all of us. So, thank you. You may sit down. Please welcome Mr. Williams, Assistant Principal for the class of 2026, to the stage.
This cord that you are about to receive is a symbol of the ties that you have to the National English Honor Society, your high school, and your community. It also serves as a reminder of the obligation that you have as a member of the NEHS to promote your love of literature and language in all you do. We're with pride at your graduation.
And our first senior recognized is Fatima Afrani. And as Fatima reads your names, please walk around the outside of the table again.
Farheen Ahmed. Shumaya Akhtar. Andy Alau. Taskira Almina. Tashfia Audrey. Wale Bushab. Sierra Brown. Martha Rose Brown. Arlena Chassi Portilla. Rubaya Choiti. Lily Clark. Khadija Diallo. Lavea Dongari. Afrata Dubale. Sarah Albarabia. Samina Frey. Natalie Galindo Ramirez. Abigail Gangadine. Haley Gola. Muhammad Hawk. Safat Hizuni. Samiha Hussein. Rayhan Iqbal. Isra John. Anjali John. Shuchita Khan. Iris Kime. Emma Kramer. Gianna Curian. Rahnuma Labiba. Mia Lazar. Cheyenne Lynch. Atifa Mehera. Kandakar Mahin. Jonita Mensa. Noor Muhammad. Nina Morgan. Nafisa Nawar. Oyen Consola Alawu. Rudaiba Rahman. Faiza Rahman. Jinyu Hangma Rai. Shahil Rihad. Shabira Shuchi. Rashdanya Shumaita. Sarah Siddiqui. Nyla Smith Fox. Adam Swift. Tin Chuang. Julia Chung. Ariel Toll. Samiha Udin. Sarah Ola. Taylor Williams.
Let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to our senior honorees and to our newly inducted members. As novelist Toni Morrison once observed, if there's a book that you want to read but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it. May that spirit of creativity and purpose guide you as you continue your academic and literary journey. As members of the National English Honor Society, you hold a deep appreciation for the power of language and the enduring influence of literature. Continue to share that passion generously and thoughtfully. In the words of poet Amanda Gorman, "For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it." Let your insight, your integrity, your imagination illuminate the community that you touch. We extend our gratitude to our honored guests, our parents and family members and friends who have joined us this evening to celebrate the achievements of the Royal Oak chapter of the National English Honor Society. That is the conclusion of our ceremony. May you all have a pleasant rest of your evening and safe travels home.